Hello, how are you? Today I'm at my little photo booth here and it's Friday morning, so I'm going to work on taking some photos for my eBay shop. I have all of this stuff here is written up as listings, as drafts, and then I'm going to try to get through as much I'm going to try to get through as much of these items. I'm going to try to get through as many of these items as I can in the next 30 minutes. I'm going to set a timer on my phone and we're going to just go through and see how many items we can get ready to be listed on eBay in 30 minutes. I think it's going to be 8. So let's not waste any time. We only have 30 minutes, so let's get right to it. Okay, we're back. Let's get a timer going. I'm just going to put 30 minutes right here on my phone. And I'm going to pause this for a second and make sure I've got everything I need up. So I just need this is just my standard Android phone camera app. I don't use any special apps, or I don't use the app that's built. I don't use the camera app that's built into the eBay app because I've had issues with it being blurry for some reason. I think it has a slow shutter speed. I'm not sure why that has the case, but so I just use the standard phone app. The standard camera app that comes on my phone and take pictures with that. So now we've got eBay open. Let's go to drafts. So right now I have 25 drafts. I don't think I'll get through all 25 of these items, but we'll see. I've turned off my notifications, so we shouldn't be hearing any bells or dings or anything to distract us. We're just going to get right to work. Okay, I'm starting this timer right now, and we're going to go ahead and get going. So I'm going to look up these right now. I'm going to turn this off so it's not in my way. Tupperware. I have some. There we go. Let's go to the camera. I have a set right here, a little set of Tupperware measuring cups. These are these vintage ones probably from the 60s or maybe from the 70s or even the 80s. Where did I get these? I just bought them recently, but I don't remember where they came from. So I should have it here in my custom SKU field. These came from the Salvation Army. I know that I only paid less than $1 for them, but it looks like I averaged out the amount of money that I spent at that store across all the items I bought there. So it says I spent, in my notes, it says I spent $2.67 on these. I know I would not have bought them for that because they're not really worth a huge amount of money. I think I'm probably going to be I'm only asking $12 for them, so I probably wouldn't have spent almost $3 on something that I would only get $12 for. Although, that does happen sometimes, but usually by accident, if it's a bad buy. Okay, that had a little schmutz there, so I just wanted to clean that up. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to make these look presentable. There is some value in vintage Tupperware stuff, but these measuring cups are pretty common, and this is a set of 4, and I believe there's supposed to be 5 for the complete set. So I'm not going to go wild taking photos of these because, like I said, they're only worth about $12. I think every piece of Tupperware has a number on the bottom. This one says 761-1. So it's pretty easy to search for different. If you find something, it's very easy to search for it on eBay because of those numbers. You just put those numbers in and then check out sold comps and find out if it's worth selling or not. In this case, maybe I should have skipped these, but like I said, I'm pretty sure they had a 99 cents sticker on them, or maybe even less. But it's not, I don't always do it, but sometimes when I get home from a sourcing trip to Goodwill or Salvation Army or some other thrift store, I might just take a look, make a note of how much money I spent, and then just divide that amount by how many items I got at that store. And then I'll just call that cost of goods on each of the items rather than trying to figure out. That way, taxes and everything are accounted for, sales tax that I had to pay. But I have a few different methods of ways I do that, figuring out my cost of goods, and I haven't really settled on the one I like the best. But because sometimes I end up in a situation like this where I'm feeling like the cost of goods of $2.60 is way too high for a set of Tupperware like this. But I mean, in the long run, it doesn't really matter. Individual cost of goods is only really for my interest, when I want to see like how much did I make on each individual item, which is not necessary for your accounting. Okay, there's all the photos. Put them in the eBay app. I always use eBay's custom SKU field where you can put whatever information you want in there and try to keep that information out of the view of the public, so you don't need your buyers to see information that you need. So in this case, in most cases in every case, I put in that custom SKU field the amount I paid for the item, the location where I got it from, so in this case, Salvation Army, and the date that I bought it. And then I also include the storage location. So once this sells, it would be very easy for me to find it. So I'm putting in CL mid 5A. This system's a little bit probably more complicated than it needs to be, but I haven't lost anything yet, and I prefer to keep it that way. Okay, Tupperwares are done. That's one. And this, I just brought this little suitcase down. I put some things in it. So I just got this set of Downton Abbey DVDs. They're not really worth much either. And I have some books I'm going to be getting to next. And this is a Scrabble catchphrase. So let's go to these Downton Abbey DVDs. There's a little I'm sorry about the noise this chair makes, but it's the only chair I have right now. There's a little thrift store, an independent thrift store that's connected to a retirement home. And I go there pretty much every other Thursday on my lunch break at work. And they usually have some pretty decent stuff for me at pretty good prices. But I was there yesterday and there was almost nothing. I found they had they have a box there that just said free, and it had some books in it I wanted, but I didn't feel great about taking them for free. So the only other thing I found was this set of Downton Abbey DVDs. It's the complete series as far as I can tell. Only one of them, only the first one has been opened. They had $10 on it, which is, these are only probably worth $24. I think I'm listing mine for $30. So I would very rarely buy something for $10 that's only going to turn around $30. But in this case, I wanted to take those books and I didn't feel good about taking them for free from this thrift store. So I bought these two. So like I said, they're only going to turn around $30 maybe. Probably I'll end up taking an offer for $24. And they probably won't sell very quickly either. This show is a little bit older now, so, and they're DVDs, not Blu-rays. Here comes Pineapple. Pineapple. What are you doing, buddy? You supposed to be down here? He knows he knows he's not really supposed to be down here. But I'm the one who left the doors open, so it's my fault. I thought might be nice to have him come and join me sometime, so I got him a little dog bed to keep down here, but he's not interested. I'm trying to find a place to store these DVDs. I'm going to have to start. I have this storage location that I've been holding off on putting stuff in because I don't know. I don't have a name for it, but I'm going to have to just do it today because I'm running out of space. These are going to be, I think these are going to be slow movers, so I'm going to put them in the back, and then I'm just going to make up a name right now for that location. I would call it bedroom A. Each one of these cubes would be like A1, 2, and 3, B1, 2, and 3, C1, 2, and 3. Except I already have this this shelving unit over here that has a similar name. Shoot, all of these photos are upside down. This always happens when you're shooting straight down. The camera doesn't know the proper orientation and it flips things. And then you have to go in and rotate them. So this is a time waste. This one, flip it. And if you hit the button accidentally too many times, then you got to do it 6 times instead of 3. Come on. So I've been searching for a solution to keep the screen rotation locked, and it doesn't seem like there is one. Maybe if I was using a different phone app or camera app, I might come up with a solution, but at this point, I don't have one. That is not what I wanted to do. Well, now this one's upside down again. And this one is sideways for some reason. I still hear him pacing around down here. Pineapple boy, what are you doing down here? You want to try out your bed? Do you want to try your little bed? Come on. This is a very little one. Maybe it's a little too small for him, but I think he would like it if he would try it. He usually curls up in a pretty tight ball. Here, buddy. Try your bed. Good boy. Good boy, try your bed. I put some treats in there the other day trying to entice him into it, so I think he's probably smelling them. Okay, back to this. The location is going to be... I'm just going to make a decision that it's going to be called BC, and this one is going to be in 1C. So BC1C. I think that makes sense. I'm thinking of it as bedroom cube. So I think I can remember that. But I am running out of storage space. So I need to start selling more and buying less. I think I'm not going to do any sourcing it's definitely not this weekend, probably not next weekend either. I'm going to just try to get some things moving and try to start listing some of my back stock that I haven't gotten around to listing yet. Okay, here is this. This game is a little electronic handheld game, Catchphrase, but it's the Scrabble edition. So I think it's one that does pretty well. Seems to have a good sell-through rate. I put some batteries in it last night to test it to make sure it works. So what we should do is make a video of it operating so that I can post that along with the eBay photos. And then people can see it operating and know that it actually works. So we're not going to get through 8 items today. I can already tell you we've only done 2. This will be the 3rd one. Okay, let's go to video. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to stand up. I usually turn off these overhead lights if I have to do videos because they put in a they put a banding effect. They're at a different frame rate. They're at a different frequency than the frame rate of the camera, so it makes a weird banding going across the videos, and I don't like that. Okay, so there is square format, and then let's see, how do I turn this thing on? So there's a little video. It turns out, so eBay has eBay has a social function where you can connect a Facebook page and an Instagram account and your YouTube channel and other things, TikTok, I think. And you can post, you can just have it automatically post your new listings to Instagram or Facebook. And any listings that have videos, you can share those videos on YouTube. So even though these videos are very boring, just like 10 seconds of this thing operating, I thought I was just testing the, oops, this has been running the whole time. I was just testing out the, this functionality and posting some little product demo videos like this, you know, they're 10 or 15 seconds long, and posting them on YouTube using that tool. And those videos are getting these very short videos of just a little device turned on, turned off, have been getting way more views on my YouTube channel than any of my other stuff that I post. So that tells me something about how boring I am, which I kind of knew already anyway, but it also lets me know how boring viewers are, that they just want to watch a guitar pedal turn on and turn off for 15 seconds. They're more invested in that than anything else that I'm doing. But I mean, even those videos aren't getting the highest number of views, maybe 700. So I'm new to this. Okay, there was a little bit of dust inside this box, so I'm just cleaning it out. So I got this and a few other things, two other things. Will I be getting them today? No, I already listed those. I got them at a Value Village store, which isn't a thrift store that I think it's called Village Discount. This is not a store that I typically go to because it's not that nearby, but I was going to pick up a Facebook Marketplace listing, and it happened to be just around the corner from this Village Discount store. So I thought, well, I already drove 25 minutes here. I might as well go in here and check out this store. And those stores are a little bit intense for me. There's like overload. There's so much stuff in there. So I didn't spend a lot of time. I looked at some shoes and some boots, and I didn't see anything that I thought was of value that I wanted to spend the amount they were asking for. There was a Kate Spade purse there I was looking at, and I think it was a good price, but as I looked closely at it, there was some damage to the strap, and I decided to pass it up, and then I walked by it about 2 minutes later, and it was already gone, so somebody bought it. I'm going to take this back out. Anyway, I found 3 items there. They were having 50% off day on some different color stickers. So I thought only one of them was going to be 50% off. But then when I went to the cash register to pay, the cashier charged me only $1 even. So I don't know if there was some kind of promotion going on other than that discount, because I mean, this says $3.99 on it. So this right off the bat should have been $2, even assuming it was one with the right color sticker. So maybe this, I don't know, maybe this cashier was just having one of those days and wanted to give it to me for free. I really don't know, or for only $1. So I I was questioning everything I was buying. I was questioning whether it was even worth it for the price. I should have left that back cover off so I could take a picture of the inside. I just screwed it back on. Now I gotta screw it back off again. This did have a little bit of acid leak from the batteries, so I cleaned that all out and it works just fine. And you can still see a little bit of evidence of it, so I'm going to make a note that it did have a battery leak, but is working just properly in the listing. So if you break it down, I paid $1 for 3 items. That means I only spent 33 cents a piece, approximately. So I spent 33 cents on this. I think it's worth about $24. We'll go back to the listing in a second and see what I'm listing it for. But I think it's like between $20 and $25. If it's brand new in the package, obviously I could get a little bit more, but at least it comes with the package. Oh boy, this one's tough. Normally I would try to get the old price tag off, but this one is written on here in Sharpie and it's on this fragile plastic part, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get it off in any reasonable amount of time, so I'm just going to leave it on there. Okay, that's enough. Okay, we'll go back to our drafts. We might only get through 4 items today. And this is Scrabble. Because I am going very slow. 9 photos. Let's just put it right here. Let's start putting stuff in this bedroom cube. Calling it BC. Putting it in the exact same spot. 1C. BC 1C. Okay, good. So there's 3. Okay, David Baldacci. Let's go ahead and do these. They're right here on the top. So these are some Polish language. They're like Polish translations of American authors, English language writing. I got not too many, but a few different sets of these kind of Polish books. I'm going to put this on the bottom, in the middle. Since it's white, it doesn't really show up on the white background. Probably turn our lights back on. Oh, that reminds me. We will have to take a little extra time to upload that video to the Scrabble game. Okay, Robert Jordan, David Baldacci. So 5 books. There's no sales history to speak of on these Polish language books. So I'm just making assumptions about how much they might be worth. I have had okay luck with selling foreign language books, foreign language translations of English books, originally written in English. I've had pretty good luck with some. I sold a lot of Italian ones. And then I came across these Polish ones, so I'm giving them a shot, even though I don't know if they're worth anything or not. So let's get these photos done. I don't know where I'm going to put these. I like keeping books on the bookshelves, but my bookshelves are filled. I do have a decent number of sales to pack today, so maybe I'll empty off some space, but not that much. Okay, these 5 books. David Baldacci, I think he writes sort of thrillers. And like I said, I already have the drafts all written up. So I'm going to just put these right in the same location, I guess. BC1C. So that's 4 listings done. We have 7 minutes left. So I'm going to, unfortunately, if you want to do videos in eBay, at this point, they do not allow you, or it's not possible to post those videos directly from the eBay app, which is a failing. You know, there's if you're going to be taking videos, the chances of you using your phone are pretty good. So being unable to upload them to eBay from your phone is not that's not great. They should fix that, and they should do that as soon as possible. And I mean, I don't know anything about the technology, why it doesn't just work. So I have to use the browser on my phone. In my case, it's Google Chrome, and then log into eBay. And sometimes when you log into eBay, it just assumes you want to go to the app, and it just opens the app straight up, which is annoying. But in this case, I'm going to find my drafts so I'm not using the app now, I'm using the website. And then I can, just like I'm adding a photo, I can add a video. And that one is right here. It's 24 seconds long, and it takes a little while to upload. And in my experience, about 50% of the time the upload goes to 100%, and then it fails, and then you have to try it again, and it always works on the second time. So let's see if it's going to work properly this time. Well, so far so good. List it. Okay, so we'll do one more as quick as we can. So this says something is wrong with the auto decline amount. Save for later. I'll figure that out later. Okay, this is a book from the 70s. It's called Satan's Assassins. So, just a little mass market paperback book. This is another one. I found this for free and thought it was, kitschy enough that somebody might want to buy it. And it is, there's a few listed right now, but only one has sold. But that one sold for about $22. And then all the ones that are listed they're asking for more than that. So I'm going to go ahead and try my luck with it. I'm going to list it, and I think I'm putting it at $15 plus shipping. That one sold for $22, and it was with free shipping. So this is a story. This is like a theoretically nonfiction story about how all of the most famous assassins or killers, Charles Manson, Lee Harvey Oswald, Sirhan, were indoctrinated by some kind of cult organization. I don't think there's probably too much truth to this. And this is like pre-Satanic Panic in the United States. Like this is 1977, I think. So that 1971, so earlier than I thought. That Satanic Panic stuff was starting in the mid-80s. But this would have definitely been the sort of precursors that led to that kind of crazy time when everybody in the world thought that there were satanic cults abusing children, which in every case turned out to not be true. Okay, so that one, let's go back. Okay, I can close this. Go back to eBay app, Satan's Assassins. There it is, ready to go. Okay, we'll put one photo, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think I have a little space here on this shelf for some paperbacks. So put that there, and then we're gonna put the location at, this is called LR5. LR5B. Okay, do we have time to do one more? think so. We'll try one more really quick one. Do we have a quick one? Not really. Oh yeah, here we go. This will be a quick one. Okay, Toby Mac CD. I don't know who Toby Mac is. And I don't know where I got this CD either, but I'm pretty sure I got it for free. So it's sealed. No, I didn't. I do remember. I got this at a Wings resale store for $1. I grabbed it because it was still sealed. I figured if it's brand new and sealed, somebody will want to buy it. It won't involve much. It won't take up much space and it'd be easy to ship. So even if it's only worth $10 or $12, that's fine. And I went all the way to this thrift store and I wasn't finding anything to buy. So I decided I would buy this. Now I have a box in the closet in here that has other stuff in it, but it's got a lot of CDs in it. I think every CD I own is in this box. Okay, and it's giving me trouble. Okay, CL Mid 3B. Okay, let's add, did we add the photos already? Yeah. Item specifics, location, CL Mid 3B. Okay, it looks like my timer kicked off for some reason. I think maybe because I turned the notifications off, it's not working, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 listings we got done in 30 minutes and 50 seconds. So not too bad. I wish we got a little bit more, but I'm gonna call it right now and get some packages ready to go to get shipped today. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.